If I can hear myself, I'm pretty happy. So, what I wanted to do today is talk about Shane Dawson. And, you know, I've been keeping my silence for a while about Shane Dawson because you guys ripped my fucking head off whenever I talked about Shane. Didn't you? Yes, you did. When when I talked about Shane Dawson, y'all went fucking ape shit on me. And so I shut the fuck up. After a while, I was just like, you know what? These guys want to protect this dude. That's fine. And I'm just gonna go mind my own fucking business. You got Repsian. You guys remember Repsian? He defended that motherfucker like crazy. He's like Onision's nuts. Onision's... How could Onision make fun of Shane Dawson? How could he do that? I had fucking YouTube. Let me turn this shit down real quick. I had YouTube literally give me a phone call and ask me to remove all my videos about Shane Dawson. Did you guys know that? Literally, YouTube fucking gave me a phone call and they said, yeah, we need you to remove all your videos about Shane Dawson. And I'm like, okay, fine. I mean, YouTube's serious shit. So YouTube's been protecting Shane Dawson this whole time. They said you need to take down this stuff, and you know, there's the implied your fucking channel's gonna get terminated if you don't stop criticizing Shane Dawson. That was their implication. So YouTube was basically threatening to shut me down if I said anything or did anything. I was like, I haven't said anything about Shane Dawson in months. So I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what I'm doing in this game. But I don't know what you're so fucking freaky out about. All I got is fan videos left from the old days when I used to love Shane. So why are you freaking out on me? Anyway, so I said that to them, and I said, well, you know, if you're going to enforce this new policy of no harassment, which YouTube claims they do, then you have to take down Repsian, because his whole channel is harassment. His whole channel is dedicated to attacking me and defending Shane Dawson, basically, from everything I've observed. And that didn't work out so well, right? Hey, thanks for saying you're happy to see me live, Tiffany, you fucking badass bitch. But no. You got Repsian defending Shane Dawson. You got him doing nothing but fucking bullshitting you guys, making up total horse shit about shit that goes on in my life he knows nothing about. And he's continuously celebrated, or was, until, you know, turns out Onision's right about Repsian. Turns out Onision was, maybe, I don't know, accurate about Shane Dawson. Here's the thing with Shane Dawson, okay? I want you guys to understand this. First of all, he did that, I guess blackface, right? I don't think that he was trying to be racist, in a I hate certain people way. I think he was trying to be racist in a LOL isn't this funny way. And you know, it's not okay if white people do that, because we live in a culture that oppresses black people. And that's, you know, obviously not fucking cool, and it's all fucking awful. Which is why white people have to be more sensitive towards black people and shit, because we may not be the racists, you know, we may not be the people that have a foot on someone's neck or a knee or whatever the fuck. We may not be those people, but those people exist, and those people share our skin color, and those people have done so many hurtful things to the black community that you're like putting on blackface now. Like I did this video a long time ago where I put on makeup and I said, look, this is not blackface because you have to actually act. Like, Shane did legitimate blackface. And when you say, okay, so you guys have to understand what blackface is. Blackface is when you put on black paints or dark tones or whatever, and then you pretend to be a cliche member of a race, you know, like a stereotype. You act out a racial stereotype. A long time ago, I established this in a video. I said, listen, I'm putting on this fucking face mask or some shit, but it's not blackface because you're not acting that way. You're not behaving that way. You're not making fun of a race. People are allowed to wear those black masks, you know, the skin helpful masks that all those white chicks love. Those black masks, and they do a skin peel and everything. You're allowed to do that and not be racist. But what Shane did is he regularly acted out this stereotype, which to him was probably harmless, and he probably had a feeling that it was harmless. You know, like, oh, this is no big deal. Fuck, why is this so loud? He probably had a feeling that that was fine. And so everyone's freaking out right now about it. They're saying, oh, Shane Dawson, you hate, you know, whatever. You're so hateful towards black people. I just don't feel that he is. I fucking had dinner with him like twice, lunch with him once, and I fucking went to his house a couple times. Like, I never once got a, hey, by the way, Onision, I don't like black people. Like, he never once said that to me. He wasn't at all racist about that. What he was is, again, saying inappropriate things about people who are not adults. Now, you might say, well, shit, who hasn't made inappropriate jokes towards people who aren't adults, you know? Pretty much everybody has made jokes about somebody who's not a fucking adult. God, I suck. I suck so bad. But pretty much everybody has made a joke about, you know, fucking Helen Keller. And pretty much everyone has made a joke. I mean, like, in some way, or at least laughed at it. They've all made jokes about it. They made jokes about Macaulay Culkin, you know? You laughed at Dave Chappelle. Remember Dave Chappelle? Dave Chappelle straight up said that if Michael Jackson was whatever, then he probably would have gone for Macaulay Culkin, right? That's what Dave Chappelle said. Okay? That's a joke about a minor, a sexual joke. He said if he was Michael Jackson and he looked at Macaulay Culkin, he would have been like, okay, that's a joke about Dave Chappelle being attracted to a minor. Okay? You got to understand that comedians do this shit on a regular basis. Okay? Now let's differentiate what Shane Dawson has done to Dave Chappelle. Or, you know, any fucking person who's just telling jokes, okay? Like, I literally made a joke a long time ago. I said, all right, I got to go Skype, I don't know what the age I said was. I'm going to Skype someone while taking a shit on the toilet. That was my joke. Nobody's going to do that, right? Nobody's going to go Skype someone while taking a shit on the toilet and trying to be sexual. That was the joke. I thought it was obvious. It wasn't. People got really pissed off. Of course, cancel culture is fucking gay. Anyway, the point is, Shane Dawson actually involved minors in his joke. Like, he took his little cousin, 12-year-old, whatever, and he would say, eat this hot dog slow for all the child molesters watching. He'd do shit like that. Or he would straight up make an elaborate, not even seeming joke talking about how sexy he thought a 7-year-old or 8-year-old or 9-year-old was. Okay, he even threatened to sue me over talking about this. Which was really shitty that he did that. But it's like, dude, I didn't make those videos. You fucking did. I'm just talking about the videos that you made. But my point in saying all this is I'm not happy about fucking, like, this, what's going on with Shane Dawson at all. Like, I don't like it. It's not fun for me. I don't love seeing anyone suffer like that. But at the same time, it's like, he should be held accountable for the things he did with his little cousin. Like, if you watch him, he told his little cousin, who's a 12-year-old, or a 13-year-old, something like that, he told her to go and fucking give someone a lap dance, okay? If my uncle, who's like twice my age, videotaped me saying, eat a hot dog slow for all the child molesters watching, if he said, go do a lap dance on this person while I film you, you know, a lap dance is a very sexual thing that you only see in an adult club, typically. He told his little cousin, he said twerk on video, he said all these things. If my uncle did that, I would be mortified. I'd probably never want to talk to him again once I actually grew up and realized this was fucking inappropriate. Okay, so Shane did a lot of inappropriate shit, which apology isn't good enough for, okay? But at the same time, with the racial stereotypes and stuff, I don't think for a second he hates black people. I don't. I don't think for a second that he's actually someone who is trying to create the next wave of the white supremacists or anything like that. It's just, I just don't think it's in him. I don't see the incentive for him. But what I do see is a guy who made a whole video. He deleted it a long time ago, but he made a whole video about how there's inappropriate content of children on YouTube, and then he actually searched for it. He actually, like, went through and displayed this content that he said was so inappropriate on screen as part of one of his conspiracy theory videos or whatever. And the problem with that is that means that he actually had it on his computer. He actually was like downloading this shit onto his computer, and he was actually like displaying it for everyone to see. That was, and we're talking about, again, pedophile shit. Like, we're talking about 6-7-year-olds. We're not talking about fucking, you know, in the UK, you can basically live on your own at 16 or whatever. So there's this whole, like, you know, where people are sitting here going, I mean, in the UK, a place that's just like America, you're looking at people like this, it's inappropriate, but at the same time, it's also, like, not pedophile. It's like a thebophile or whatever, which is, you know, creepy to a lot of people and justifiably so. Regardless, what I'm saying is you're talking about actual pedophile shit where he's looking it up on YouTube and saying, isn't this horrible, guys? Isn't this pedophile shit horrible? And it's like, dude, you are actively Googling pedophile shit. There was another incident where Shane Dawson literally admitted on his podcast, he said, hey, I Googled, he was talking about how he Googled baby porn, okay? He literally fucking admitted to doing that, and his co-host is like, oh my God. She's always, oh my God. She's always like that chick who should be saying something, who should be upset, but for some reason is just like, yeah, this is fine, you know? Like that person that he has around to make him seem less horrifying, you know? Because if there's no other person talking to him, and he's saying, "Ooh, can you imagine Shane Dawson without a co-host?" I just want to say that. Can you imagine Shane Dawson without a girl on his show, on his podcast or whatever, not there to say anything? So instead of her going, "Oh, Shane, you could go to prison for saying this about children," there'd be no one. Okay, so he's just like, "Hey, I think that this Instagram person is super sexy," and he's talking about a fucking 7, 8, or 9-year-old. Okay, he repeatedly says it. How insane would that be if he was just talking by himself? So why is it acceptable when there's another person there threatening him jail time, no less, saying you could go to jail for this? He's like, I know. Like, Michael Jackson, come on. Calm the fuck down. Anyway, so you have a long history of saying inappropriate things about children and doing inappropriate things about children. And again, when we say children, we're talking about very, very, very... We're not talking about fucking... Oh my god, UK legal shit or Canada legal shit. You can fuck a fucking 16-year-old in Canada, I guess. It used to be 14, then they changed the age of consent laws. Good. You shouldn't be out there fucking 14-year-olds, obviously. I lost my virginity at 14, so I think that's a bit too soon for me to be banging an adult. Like, I lost my virginity to someone who was around my age, so lucky me. But yeah, I would have been probably scarred for life if I had sex with an adult at age 14. So I think that age of consent laws being at least 16 is totally logical. Point being, you guys constantly equate people who, like, in the UK who would date a 16-year-old to people who want to fuck a 7-year-old. Like, and this is what's crazy, is that they're fundamentally and on pretty much every single level different, okay? Someone my age being into a 16-year-old would be, like, fucked up and horrible and disgusting and gross, because you're talking about someone who has, like, I don't know, like, someone's going through their sweet 16s just learning how to drive a car with somebody who's, like, just a fucking dinosaur. So if they're a legal adult, I'm not going to argue with that, especially if they're blackmailed or fucking have a gun to their head or something like that. But I'm just saying there is a line, there's this idealistic thing, and sometimes idealism matches reality. Now, Shane's saying a 7-year-old is SEXY or a 9-year-old, whatever the fuck her age was. Very young. That's not just idealism. That's straight up the law. Okay? It's not like the legal evil that a lot of people like to use and tote around like that's a thing. It's illegal. Okay? You cannot have pictures of people like that. You cannot... essentially, if you were to walk into a police station and say, hey, I think that this person on Instagram is SEXY, pretty sure they'd find a way to arrest you because they'd be so fucking horrified by you saying that. So it's all about time and place. If he said it in a different place, Shane would not be in a good way. Anyway, so, and all this, what does it mean? Shane Dawson is going to still get millions of views per video. It would take forever for him to actually be canceled, because he's so huge that he's still going to have fans. He might make another video where he goes, I'm not a fucking pedophile, you guys, like, screaming fuck at a camera, and that he's not a pedophile will somehow erase all the times he's actually done sexual or said sexual things about actual children. Like, children. That's still playing with their fucking Tonka trucks, children, okay? Is Tonka still a thing? Anyway, so, I think that we got a situation where Shane Dawson is going to continue to exist, but I don't think he would quit. I think he's put too much effort into this, but he also doesn't upload that often anyway. He has a lot of products, no doubt, that he's invested in, sponsorships, all that shit. He has obligations, but he's also a millionaire. So he could say, fuck you guys, I'm out, I'm a millionaire. You can hate me if you want to. Personally, if I was Shane Dawson, shit, I would cut off. I mean, I'm not going to say that. But if I was Shane Dawson, I would really get some fucking therapy. I'd get some fucking help, because whatever he's doing with this, like, I just can't imagine telling a 12-year-old to twerk on camera, telling a 12-year-old to fucking dry hump my friend, telling a 12-year-old to fucking eat a hot dog slow for a child molesters watching. And there's a lot, and I'm not even exaggerating. You guys gotta look those videos up. But, like, there's a lot of things that I just can't understand, and, like, humor doesn't justify it because you're involving an actual 12-year-old. Like, that's where I was drawing the line before. It's not just about, making jokes. Here's the thing, okay? So the guy who directed Guardians of the Galaxy, right? he said that something about, hey, 5-year-olds in the shower or some shit like that, like about how he was like showering, wanted to shower the 5-year-old, some shit like that. He wasn't specific to a 5-year-old or however old they were. He wasn't naming names. He wasn't involving a child. He was fucking cracking a joke, which was disgusting and all that shit, but lots of jokes are disgusting, like Dave Chappelle saying that if he was Michael Jackson, he would have gone for Macaulay Culkin. That's what Dave Chappelle said, okay? Nobody was outraged by that because Dave Chappelle's popular and you guys love what's convenient to love. But what I'm saying is that this person, it goes beyond that. And I told you guys to recognize it a long time ago. You didn't see that. And I apologize. I literally said sorry for fucking going so hard at Shane Dawson because, like, seriously, it just ruined my fucking life. It, like, just made my life shitty. And I'm sorry for doing that because it had such a negative outcome for me. It didn't accomplish anything. It just wasn't productive. Everybody lost their fucking minds. But now it seems like this is a wonderful time to just talk about, hey, we shouldn't be saying kids on Instagram are SEXY. Obviously. We shouldn't be saying that our cousin should do things on camera who is a literal child. I'm not 16 and pregnant, okay? Because you got 16 and pregnant. There's a whole show about chicks who got fucking knocked up as teenagers, okay? It's not that. We're talking about abominations beyond the 16 range. We're talking about people who are fucked up for life, okay? We're talking about literal definition of pedophilia. So this is something serious. I think Shane has a lot. And like, if he wants to stay on YouTube, he should probably talk about why the fuck he is the way he is. What the fuck he's doing. And I know he's apologized before about his previous behavior. But there has to be a certain amount of, okay, yeah, I did look up this shit on this site and that was horrible, right? He should say that. He should actually establish that not just the fucking, oh, I made a joke and I'm sorry it was offensive, but he subjected his cousin to things. He subjected a child, an actual child, to a lot of things that a child should never be subjected to. I have a little cousin too. Okay, I worked with him when he was 12 in a video, and he cracked jokes on camera, but none of them were sexual. Because when you look at a child, you don't think, man, I'd really love for sexual words to come out of this person's mouth. You don't think that. You don't think, oh man, how can I sexualize this person? A demented fuck does that. Someone who's really fucked up mentally looks at a 12-year-old and says, how can I make this person do sexual things? Like, that's crazy. So there was something really demented. I don't know why you guys didn't see it till now. I have no fucking clue why you guys are so mentally fucking retarded that it took years for you to fucking figure it out. Because if you look through Twitter, you type in Shane Dawson, people are saying shit that I said fucking 3 years ago or 2 years, however long ago it was. You're just now saying shit, and nobody's like, oh wow, Onision told us about this a long time ago. Why the fuck didn't we listen? Except for fucking Keemstar. He's the only person who said jack shit about this. So I'm sitting here and I'm going, why the fuck are you guys so stupid? Because you guys are the problem. You realize that, right? It's not just Shane. You're all enablers. Like, literally, most every single one of you listening to this right now sat on your fucking hands when I was saying, yo, Shane Dawson's doing this shit, and you guys should probably, like, confront it. You know? No, but no, you guys literally saw his apology where he's like, I'm not a fucking pedophile. You saw that and you're like, oh, Shane, ooh. You know? And now look at you. Now you're like, oh, he's bad. And this came out of nowhere. Where did this come from? I don't know. Fucking years ago when I told you. And you ignored it and you enabled him to do it more and more and more. Like, what the fuck, you guys? And you're acting like he's the bad person when you guys are right there jerking him off while he does it. Anyway, so I'm really glad that I got this opportunity to get all this shit out. And I also want to say, Nicholas Diorio, just a little shout out to that guy, is just like Chris Hansen. And I say he's just like Chris Hansen because Chris Hansen wouldn't do an interview with me, okay, after fucking blatantly lying over and over on camera. When he finally got the opportunity to talk to me, both in December when I offered to do it for charity and in, I think, early 2020, I offered to do it again. When he finally got the opportunity, he fucking bailed on it. You know, when he's finally able to confront the full story. When Nicholas Diorio did, I started talking about the full fucking story, you know, because he likes to get he wants all the information, right? When I started talking about the full story, he fucking cut my feed and wouldn't let me talk anymore. And I'm sitting here going, what would Chris Hansen do? That's exactly what Chris Hansen would do, you fucking prick. You literally are a giant fucking hypocrite. To be like, oh, Chris Hansen, he's literally like, oh, Chris Hansen won't talk to Onision. What a fucking fraud. What a fucking fake. He's a hack, yada, yada, yada. And then the moment I start fucking talking about real shit that really happened, Nicholas Diorio's like, gotta cut the feed. Gotta cut the fucking feed. What a fucking punk. Anyway, so I just wanted to say that outright. Fucking hypocrite piece of shit. And also, I don't want to see really anything happen with Shane Dawson other than fucking the dude go, listen, you're right, I fucked up. I should have never done that to my cousin. I should have never said that about that other person. I am getting help, therapy, or whatever. If he said all that shit, I'd be like, all right, you're getting therapy. You're fucking apologizing for all your shit. You're never going to do that again. I don't know why the fuck he was Googling shit. That's crazy. He's like, so I Googled. He keeps talking about Googling. He first said he was Googling babies. And then in another video, he said, on his podcast, he said he Googled babies naked. That's what he said he did. And then in another thing, he said that he actually like looked up as part of his conspiracy thing that he deleted that video. He also deleted a video called like teenagers twerking or kids twerking or something like that during the last scandal. By the way, if you don't know this, when Shane Dawson, when the shit hits the fan, he deletes like hundreds of millions of views worth of videos. Like whenever that happens, he's just like delete. Which I mean, I guess he's trying to cover his ass legally, but shit, bro, that doesn't make you look better at all. Maybe just private it. It's like a fucking common sense. Private it. Don't fucking. Oh my god, it's so bad. He needs a lawyer. Anyway, so I know I'm laughing because it's just I laugh at stupidity and shit. Not that it's actually funny that he's going through this, because I have a spot in my heart for Shane. I got 250,000 subscribers from him at one point for promoting me when I was an absolute nobody, and then I got canceled, and now he's getting canceled. So there's a lot of relatability there, but yeah. Anyway, listen. Thank you for listening to my live stream. This shouldn't be monetized. This fucking stream. I don't think there's any ads running on it. I feel like a lot of drama YouTubers shouldn't run ads because they're parasites, and you know, you can't be honest if you're getting paid. Is really my opinion, because you're too biased. I'm gonna get fucking shot. Yep, I'm dead. Let's kill this guy. Check this out. Nope. This is my YouTube channel. Getting shot and I have no ammo. This is my fucking YouTube channel. Anyway, yeah, I hope Shane does really full on takes full responsibility and finally admits. Hey, you know what'd be great? Someone said stop cursing. No, fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking cunt piece of shit. Fuck you. I'm not gonna fucking stop cussing, you cunt. This isn't a monetized thing. Fuck you. I can say what I want. No, this is the fucking truth, okay? I'm not sucking your dick for anything, you know? I just sucked a dick for my OnlyFans, but that doesn't count. That's different. I'm not sucking your dick for anything because I don't have to worry about being monetized. So I can say anything, which is great. Because that's the thing with like fucking Nicholas Diorio, Edwin's Generation, fucking even Keemstar and everybody else. They all got to worry about what they say. They got to say shit. You know what's funny is Keemstar doesn't really seem to care about getting you guys to like him. He fucking straight up said, Onision said forever ago that Shane Dawson was this way and y'all didn't pay attention. You know, I got fucking McFly, who's a cool ass boss ass friend for the time being till I fuck that up. Or one of us fucks it up, I don't know. But nah, you got McFly who was fucking seeing it from the beginning, listening to me. You had my Discord members when I had a Discord. They were fucking listening to me. But you guys, fucking nobody, like fucking all the YouTubers, they just jumped on the bandwagon. They all defended Shane Dawson, okay? Fucking Blair White, no doubt, defended Shane Dawson. Fucking Jacqueline Glynn, no doubt, defended Shane Dawson. Fucking Social Pose, no doubt, defended Shane Dawson. All these fucking sheep-ass clone bitches who wanted to make sure that they keep their likes to dislikes ratio up were like, Shane Dawson is a fucking great guy. Remember that? And then there's the whole cat fucking thing where he elaborately talked about jacking off on his cat. All y'all were like, meh, it's fine. It's fine. You guys are fucking idiot masses. You are the there's not a single fucking YouTuber. Not a single fucking... This is why I say I'm the most honest YouTuber, or one of the most honest YouTubers, guys. The most honest YouTuber is the guy who tells you to go fuck yourself and doesn't even care. Like, literally tells his whole audience to go fuck themselves. because that's called honesty. That's someone who's not trying to pander, someone who's not trying to suck your dick, someone who just wants to actually say what's fucking true because that's all they really care about. Okay, that's why Nicholas Durio's a fucking hack. That's why Hansen's a fucking hack. That's why all these fuckers are hacks, because they all want to be monetized. They all just want to make money off YouTube. And you know what? I'm in a different place now. I'm a porn star now. I don't need to do that.